Right. Are you ready for this?
As ready as I'll ever be. Let's do this.
Yeah. Don't smudge the lips. You have terrible form for hanging curtains.
I really do. But if that's my biggest failing in life,
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah.
then
it's
so be
okay.
it.
Yeah,
It could be
it's
so much
fine.
worse. So much
This is
worse.
true. This is true. Anyway, good morning.
Good morning. Should we do the little pre-recording
Yes.
checks? You're looking fantastic today, so no work for me to do.
Excellent choice on eyeshadow.
Thank you very
It's
much.
very nice indeed. Okay.
Yes,
I think
I'm
we
good.
are.
We're ready.
Do we look like professionals?
We look as professional as Puck.
Excellent. What do you think, Linz? Do you approve? She's only interested in
Snackage.
snackage.
That's all she
And
ever
that's
cares
fine.
about.
That's fine. You can spot a tart a mile away, can't you, baby?
And there's four of them at this table.
Shall we?
Sorry, I cast aspersions and I really shouldn't.
Yes. No aspersions at this table. Please.
Not cast your nasturtiums near me.
Right. I mean, I don't.
Right, this is going to be a bit of a mission today, isn't it?
Well, we've upped our game in terms of poshness because we've got tea leaves because someone around here forgot to buy tea bags. And this means I've got to find a use for my very utilitarian tea strainer. So we've simultaneously up-poshed ourselves and down-poshed ourselves.
Yes. That's
Anyway.
quite the challenge, isn't it?
But we are nothing if not enterprising.
We are indeed. We improvise, adapt, and overcome at every turn. May I lump you this morning, dear?
Sure. Go on then. I do like the way you slightly wet the cube before you let it go. I don't know why you do that, but it is your little tradition.
So I don't just plonk it in and get splashback and things.
Yeah, no one wants to plonk it in it.
Yes. Oh, God. Rediscovered form here already.
Oh,
I wasn't even trying.
I told you I needed tea.
I both need tea, dear.
Or something. God. Heck.
Cheers, darling.
Cheers. Welcome to... Are we episode 10?
This is episode 10. Who'd have thunk it, people?
We are such grown-ups.
We are.
I mean, no, let's not tame that.
No, never.
Is this why you brought me some fudge?
Yes, it is. I brought you some lovely cookie dough fudge.
You're the best.
Oh, thank you. I tried.
So kind.
One tries.
Luna has her eye on the fudge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She's like, I'll help you with that. Anyway, tart?
Okay.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Shall we say? You called me a tart, dear.
I did not. I offered you a tart.
And I merely stated my previous position from many years ago when I used to play rugby.
I went to see my hairdresser, who's called Dan, and he's utterly wonderful in every respect. And I said to Dan, because, I lost my job, so I can't go and get my hair done anymore. This is all from the hand of Ava, which is why it looks like this, right? Dan is an artist.
Yeah.
And he was helping me preserve the ginger in my hair. Now I've had to go for like a box dye. And my options are limited because I'm obviously allergic to 7% of them. Yeah. So I've got this, there's a very limited amount I can choose from. And this kind of chestnut auburn is one of them. And my hair is really quite grey. And it's not a look that I can work at the moment. So I keep colouring my hair. So, and this is why the screenager came down the stairs the other day and said, "Oh, I see you've got your soul back." I was like, "Oh, great. That's lovely." So just wait till you have babies and the ginger comes out in your hair.
Yeah.
Anyway, not that I'm encouraging my screenager to have babies, although if she did,
you would be.
I'd be delighted. But I'd be delighted no matter what she does with her life.
Yeah.
I am a good mother who does not prescribe her children's lives, but I do think about it. But I don't impose that on them. But I go, ooh, she could be a doctor. She's so smart.
Yeah.
She could be a journalist. She's so sassy. She could be all of these different things. But of course, you don't impose it on them.
Exactly
Anyway,
what she can
there
be
was a point
is
to
exactly
this.
what she wants to be, I think.
Well, for a while,
I
she
don't
wanted to
think-
be YouTube famous.
Yeah.
And I was gutted.
And how weird is this?
I want to be
That
YouTube
it's now
famous.
we're the ones.
But I only want to be YouTube famous, and this is God's honest truth. Not that I believe in God.
Well, yeah.
Okay, the dog's honest truth. Sorry, Lord. Anyway,
Ava doesn't believe me.
I only really want, I don't want to be wealthy. But as you know, I'm really super committed to raising money for African orphanages.
Yes.
And because they have no safety net,
Yeah.
and they're not supported in any way, essentially. And being YouTube famous would be a really great avenue to that.
Yes, absolutely.
And obviously, we're willing to make the sacrifices of going to 5-star events.
Yeah, and if it happens as a side effect from that, we do get our own fame and, to a degree, uncomfortable living.
Yeah, and those are sacrifices again that we're just
Again,
willing,
we're willing
to make.
that.
Yes, in order to support charities, because
and
we are.
especially if it ends up in us, finally realizing the dream of Savage Towers.
Yeah, Savage Towers is a cool dream. But we need to have a limo driver. I mean, I'm not fussed about if we have a limo.
No, just a limo driver.
Just a limo driver.
That's fine.
Yes, and we're going to have a list of names for the limo driver.
Yeah, and I think we specifically need one who sits in the hallway with his gloves and his hat next to him,
Yes,
with his legs crossed, possibly reading the newspaper.
Don't be ridiculous.
as
He's
soon
on
as-
YouTube watching us.
And as soon as we walk in, he sort of jumps up, hat on, gloves on. He's not actually going to drive us anywhere because we haven't got the limo.
No, but
But
maybe
we've
we'll
got
get
the
one
limo
at some
driver.
point. Yes,
and
and that is the
he
first
just
and
has
important
to-
step.
His main job is to jump up and look alert
Yeah,
when we walk into the room.
and if we're not around, he's probably delivering pizzas on Uber.
Yeah,
And other delivery services are available.
absolutely.
We're not sponsored by Uber.
Although, if we do get a limo and I find he's put one of those Domino's magnetic things for the roof in the boot, there'll be words.
Probably quite nasty words, actually.
Very strong words.
Yes, because we all know their 2-for-1 offers are an absolute scam.
They are such a scam. So who would pay that for one pizza?
No one.
But
And
I don't
who
mind
wants 2 pizzas?
occasionally-
Actually, sometimes.
I will do that sometimes.
But not for us, for sharing.
Absolutely. Of course.
Yes. And a vegetable one, so 5 a day.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So we can look at it while eating the double pepperoni and go, we've at least bought our 5 a day.
I really like the veggie ones. I
Some of
really
them are
do.
very nice.
Wow.
Anyway, let
Shall we indulge in our
start.
Portuguese pastel de nata?
We shall. On the way up, I was thinking, am I brave enough to say that in front of Ava today on the film?
Go on then.
Cheers. Pastel de nata.
Nice work.
Eh.
These are a very close approximation of the real thing.
So I feel like we're doing some sort of taste test on these because last time I'd gone to Tesco.
Mhm.
Today's offering comes from Lidl.
These are better.
Definitely better. Instantly it's got that bigger crunch to it, isn't it?
Mhm.
That bigger danger of flakes of pastry that will be picked out of the cleavage for several days to come.
No, I'll
If you're
just
not
have a
careful.
shower.
Boring.
Hello.
So boring.
Is this interesting to your little majesty? Yes. I will eat some of this and then I will give you the rest. It's our 10th anniversary. This is Lose.
For those who can't quite see Luna off camera there, she is given the most puppy eyes.
She is. And of course, you can't give in, can you? I've told her to wait.
Indeed.
And this is important, so she knows to never snatch. But also she needs to know that, and she does trust me, she knows she's going to get some. Oh, no. You were saying?
This happened to me. I was averting my eyes rather than offering to help.
You are a model of discretion.
Yeah,
You would.
What happened?
Luna's like, I'll help.
Of course you will do.
There's a reason we call you Luna. You know that. And it's not just because you howl at the moon.
So yeah. Apart from, not including the getting ready specials and the car ones that I still haven't fully sorted out. This is episode number 10.
Are we going to run out of stuff to say?
No, seriously. You and I have spent how many hours together, do you think? Weeks?
Okay, if you're counting, I'm going to want to know that.
I've got no idea.
Because that would be very stalker-like.
That would be very stalkery, right? That's beyond all known levels of stalkerage for me, right? That was more rhetorical than anything, but the amount of hours we spend together in long car journeys, at gigs, doing the podcast, generally just sitting around talking when we should be, doing constructive admin work or something.
On the upside, we can call that work because we do come up with jokes.
Absolutely. And I think we've proved that we probably won't run out of anything to say.
This is true. I don't know why I asked such a ludicrous question.
Exactly. And we've talked a few times recently about this. And the fact that our episodes tend to veer off either towards the silly or the super serious. And there's often crossover in them. But by and large, you'll watch one back and think, oh, that was a bit serious. Oh my God, I laughed throughout. I messaged you yesterday when I'd finished going through episode 9, which barely needed editing. It was about an hour and a half, give or take. Barely needed any editing. And there's one point I was howling when you going through the Facebook group.
Yes.
I was sat there watching it back, supposed to be working, and I had it playing in the background, and I was laughing out loud. Genuinely, it was so funny.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think we will run out. And I alluded to this earlier. I had a thought the other day.
Oh my God, it was just the one.
Just the one.
Okay.
That's enough for one week.
Well, yes, you might need to lie down after that.
I did.
Okay. Sorry. I won't interrupt you again. This time.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Yeah, you're right. I apologize.
So, I had this thought.
Just one.
A word had come into my mind. And I thought, what would be the perfect opposite word of that word?
Is it antonym?
No.
Okay.
From existing words that also sound like it, because I like opposite words that sound alike. I think should be more of a thing,
Okay.
So, this word came up into my head. It was the word platonic.
Okay.
Right. As in a platonic relationship and
yes,
so forth.
Like me and Luna.
In that, yeah. And Greek philosophers, they had, that was a Plato relationship. Platonic.
I don't think there's a lot of evidence of what he got up to, but you've got to imagine some stuff because he was very
Greek.
Yes. Probably completely indiscriminate.
I would have thought so. So yeah, I thought, what word could be the perfect opposite word for platonic? So platonic relationship is where you're friends, you get on really well together and everything else. The absolute polar opposite for me would be tectonic. As in, did the earth move for you, dear?
That's quite good.
I was quite pleased with that.
I thought you were going to go for something like pentatonic, which is a music scale.
No.
Using only 5 notes, not the full 8, which would have been.
I know of a pentatonic, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was. My music studies weren't that.
Oh, do you know what?
In-depth.
It's quite funny because, as you know, I loved music when I was very much younger, and I used to listen to songs off the radio and then sit at the piano and play them, and that was easy to me.
Yeah.
And, I could play probably a fairly basic classical piece after having listened to it a few times, and what I couldn't understand is how people who were, I was an arrogant screenager, but no screens back then, so just a normal teenager.
Yeah.
But people who were objectively less smart than I was, who were able to sit down and sight read a piece of music, and I could never do it, and I didn't understand why. I know all the facts about the music, staves and things like that, but I couldn't really read it. I can read music.
Yeah.
I'm just got like a reading age of 3.5. The other people take a piece of music, sit on the piano and play it, and I didn't understand how that worked or why they could do it. And it was a really quite a big confidence shaker for me till I met a guy. He was delicious. His name was John, and he was like 6'5". And he started my slight inclination towards the taller guys. And he was a musician. He was a pianist, and we met at church. So it was all very virtuous. Yeah. And after he sort of got into our group a little bit, he told me that he was grade 8 piano, and I was very impressed by this because I was about grade 6 piano at the time, and not very good at it.
But anything above grade 6, to my knowledge, is cause to be impressed, 6 or higher.
Yeah, but it was hard going for me. And I could sit down in church and play all of the hymns, and I could play the organ as well, and I could play a church organ. And I could...
Did you see the set in my jaw then when I was biting my tongue?
Yes.
Is that right?
I was very proud of yourself.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying my best today.
They grow up so fast.
All right.
Yeah. But not good at reading music. Okay. And then this guy, Don, said to me, I have a job in the Meikles Hotel, which was the only 5-star hotel in Zimbabwe at the time. They had the Sheraton after that, but I didn't work there. He said to me, I don't really want to work there all the time anymore because I've got no life. So do you want to take a couple of the nights off me? I was 15 years old. And so my first paid job was as a cocktail pianist in a 5-star restaurant.
Amazing.
Yes. And it's only when I was in my 50s and was diagnosed with autism did I realize there's no way in the world I'll ever be able to read music because my brain is just not wired that way, and that's fine.
Yeah. That's it. I can read music. I understand a lot of the squiggly wiggly bits and what they mean. That's a technical term, obvs. But as you know, I used to play a bit of bass guitar.
Yes.
I do love a bit of bass guitar because I have fat fingers. And only 4 strings.
Is that a prerequisite?
Well, 4 strings.
Okay.
4 nice, big, chunky strings, as opposed to 6 fiddly little strings that I always struggle with. So, used to play bass, and I can't play by ear at all. I find it really difficult.
Yes, it's not very dexterous.
Yeah,
if we're honest,
I can't.
Because it's not digital.
It's not.
But hands are digital.
Well, indeed, because they have digits.
two digits. Because they're 10. Binary joke.
Threw it back at me. Threw back my own binary joke at me. We're doing so well today, aren't we?
It's going to wear off, don't worry.
I'm sure it will. Don't panic. Normal service will be received. So yeah, I'm not one who can listen to a piece of music and play it, but I know how it works. And if I learn the piece, I can play it reasonably well. But I would only ever play from tab. So tablature. So, and for bass, it's easy because you've got 4 lines and numbers. I can do that. Easy enough. That's no problem. And so I could sit and learn a piece by tab, or if someone showed me how to play it, I'd quickly write it in tab. So I could just sit and look at it and play it. Nice and easy. But actually ask me to play from music or anything else, no chance. But then I did sit and teach myself for a while to get a little bit more technical with it. So I started learning things like jazz scales and things like that. So there's a couple of occasions where I just sat with a few musicians. I won't say other musicians, but a few musicians, and we were just having a bit of a jab. And they were like, okay, start us off with something and we'll do what we do, kind of thing. So it was great then, because it was like they were playing to my weaknesses, but they were building something pretty amazing. There's one year we had a couple of youngsters from a local music group helping out at Panther. One playing drums, one on guitar. I was playing bass, and we had a pianist, and the pianist was fantastic. We had one in Panther for years and years who was a music teacher. It was utterly wonderful, utterly brilliant. She could play anything. You just give her a little phrase of something, and she'd be like, oh yeah, I can do that. So she took a bit of a retirement. This other lady took over who was equally good in a different way. And after the Panther finished the one night, we were all sort of sat there, people go sort of leaving. And do you want me to do the porridge? So we're not having to wonder where the extra arms are coming from. And we just decided to have a very impromptu little jam as people were leaving. And it was fantastic because people had just stood there lined up watching us. And we didn't even notice until afterwards when there was rapturous applause and people going, oh my God, that was good. But yeah, it's just lovely. It was just one of those moments, where you think, actually, I'm not entirely terrible.
That's really nice.
But then, in fairness, I probably didn't play much after that. When I did buy a new one last year, it was just after comedy started. And we all know how that went. So the bass playing went the same way as my books that I was writing. Dear.
God, that just does once. Thank you.
I didn't dip it quite so much.
You didn't dip it. You just
there's a bit of
just yeeted him in.
I do have occasional hand issues with twitchy kind of arthritis-y kind of things going on.
That does that.
It's horrible.
Yeah. As you know, I went to a pain management session this week. And the staff were very lovely. First of all, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? They know they are gathering several disabled people into one small space. Guess what they have not thought about at all? Parking. There's no fucking parking. No parking.
Dim
parkio. Was I mad about it? I was so salty. I turned up at this session where they teach you how to live in pain. Like, I don't know. And dim parkio. And not only that, there was one parking, just the one. And somebody had put a chair in it. And I was like, am I cheeky enough to leave my car in the entrance, get out of my car, grab the chair, move it, get back in my car with associated kerfuffle crutch things going on, and then park my car? And the short answer is no.
There would have been a lot of traffic.
So I ditched my car, Clarice, on the side of the road and resigned myself to the fact that this was going to result in a parking ticket, which it did.
Because you love to be proved right.
Well, sometimes I do not.
Oh, yeah. In the case of parking tickets, actually, may I offer you one of the world's finest snackages ever?
Okay.
My personal favourite.
A milk chocolate mallow Tunnocks.
The Tunnocks tea cake.
I have never eaten one of these.
Have you not?
No.
Oh, my gosh.
But I'm very drawn to the wrapper.
So what I do like to do with these...
Okay, all right, there's a technique.
If you manage not to tear the wrapper,
yes.
is I will sit and fidget toy-like, just smooth it out and try and get the wrapper.
I have been known with a green quality streak.
Yes.
I do love...
I will sit and do that until the slightest tear... oh no, that's okay.
I can see why you like them.
What's that there?
It's a little suggestive of a doorbell.
I have genuinely never even thought of that. What does that say about us, Ava?
I don't know. There's something Freudian about it.
I'm sure there is anyway. Let's not step into that now.
Let's not do it.
So, I've got my personal way of eating these. A lot of people will just go straight into the yomp. I'll
straight in for the yomp.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll personally run the nail around, remove the biscuity bit, eat that first, and then you get all the mallowy bit. But first, I was going to suggest we should cheers them. Cheers.
Cheers. Tell me I'm wrong.
I am not telling you you're wrong at all.
Okay, so surgical removal.
Surgical precision on these. Now, if we have any Scottish listeners in, as Tunnocks is a Scottish brand, so if by any chance someone like our friend Craig should be watching or anything like that,
Tom.
or Tom or Lindsay Smart, any one of the many lovely, wonderful Scottish people we know, there is a very good chance, I think, that they will probably call some sort of sacrilege for what we are doing, but I don't care.
Okay.
So, yeah, I always go with the biscuity base first.
Biscuity base first. That is a pleasant experience.
It is very pleasant, isn't it? It's very lovely.
We're not sponsored by Tunnocks, but we flippin' well should be.
Not only should we be, we would welcome sponsorship from Tunnocks. The Tunnocks caramel wafer was the staple of my afternoon tea breaks when I was on my apprenticeship with the MOD. We had this little tea bar upstairs, and in the afternoon on our break, always be a cup of tea and a Tunnocks caramel wafer bar. And they're lovely. They're so simple. It is just literally a bar about so long and so deep. Layers of wafer with caramel and the light chocolate coating. Something amazing about them. They're so good. I was so addicted.
So are you claiming that you personally have helped Tunnocks survive?
I think I'm aware
all
of...
the tough
I think
times?
I saw them quite well through the early 2000s, let's say.
Oh, you?
Yeah. Cheers, my love.
Anyway.
I
was at the pain clinic.
Pain clinic, yes.
Right. Now, the staff, highly qualified, incredibly competent, compassionate, lovely. Used actual English words.
That's nice.
Yes.
Always a bonus.
And they explained why they make people go to this session, because you can't have the other services until you've had this session so that you understand your pain. And they didn't tell me anything I didn't know.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because they might have told other people something they didn't know.
Yeah.
They certainly did tell one lady in the room stuff she didn't know. But I think she left the session still not knowing the stuff that she didn't know.
Yeah, From what you told me of said person the other day, I don't think she would leave anything knowing anything she didn't already think she knew.
Well, she was trying to educate the staff. Because one of the staff members said, pain is so subjective. Nobody can ever feel anybody else's pain. And she went, I can. And the entire room was like, bitch, what? I mean, by this point, we were heartily sick of having her monotonous, self-indulgent drivel about how her pain is the worst pain ever. That's not what she said, right? But it was her attitude about, like, she's struggling with pain. And you know what? I know what that's like. Everybody in the room, apart from the staff, who were absolutely clear that they don't suffer from pain, suffers from pain of some description, enough that we've been referred into a specialist service.
Yeah.
And they try very hard not to let you be referred. They I was saying to my disability support worker, who is utterly amazing, by the way, I was saying to her, they keep putting hoops for us to jump through. Prove you're disabled, prove you're disabled, prove you're disabled. But we are not good at jumping through hoops. I said to her, we're not dolphins. Dolphins like hoops. Disabled people do not like hoops. We don't like them, and we're no good at them, and we're heartily sick of all of them. But we have hoop jumped to get into this room so that we can go and have stuff that will make our pain not better, because that's not possible.
It's slightly less.
Well, easier to live with.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
They want us to get to a point where we function. And at the moment, obviously, that's really hard. But I do function.
You do function.
I do function. You help me function an awful lot. There are people in my life who make it possible for me.
Yeah.
But this woman came out with the worst stupid comment. How they didn't leap over the chairs and throttle her, I do not know. Because he said, nobody can feel anybody else's pain. And she was like, I can. I always feel everyone else's pain. I'm an empath. I sort of looked at her for a minute and I didn't say anything. And I don't feel I get enough recognition for that.
You always do off me, because I appreciate, I can I can always tell how much effort has gone into not saying anything. There are the eye rolls. There are those moments where we've discussed before, and will always happen, I think, where someone will say something or something will happen, or whatever the situation may be, where we will just look at each other.
I could see the physiotherapist who was giving the talk meeting the eye of the nurse at the back, and the pair of them going, what's that? And I met the eye of a lady over there, and we both had to look away because we were like, really? Okay, right. So stage 2.
So just get into the rest of it, really.
I have done not as good a job of taking this in an intact.
I am quite
fashion.
the practice hand at this, to be honest.
I see there is definitely a skill. Just quite mallowy.
Very mallowy. So lovely.
Almost like trying to eat a cloud.
It is.
I've never tried to eat a cloud. But I do feel that if I ever did...
That would be
this
exactly what it would be like.
Yes.
Oh, you're taking it up a level now.
If you're trying to eat a cloud, would you not use a spoon?
Of course, you would get the special cloud spoons out, wouldn't you?
You know that man versus beard versus food?
Yeah, yeah.
We were watching one of his last night, and he had mushy peas, for which he has all of my condolences.
Mm.
I don't think mushy peas should be allowed.
No.
I think they should be prison food, and only for the very worst offenders. I mean, the people up to kind of justified murder should not be forced to eat mushy peas. But anybody who shows no remorse for a particularly like an ex-murderer,
Or, to quote a good comedy friend of ours, Lloyd Lewis, or people who listen to Coldplay on purpose.
Yes, non-ironically. Yes, they should be in prison.
And they should totally be made to eat mushy peas.
Yes.
Which is fine, because they're probably vegan.
Yeah, it's probably more than they've ever had before. And we put bacon fat in it.
Yes.
So. But only from really, really offensive pigs. Not from like the nice pigs.
No.
No, just the really
Not
nasty
the
ones.
You want to give names and pet.
Yes. You have spent limited time on pig farms, haven't you? Yes. No, I don't know. I'm going to offend all sorts of people saying this. I mean, I was a farmer's wife.
Yes.
Okay. And we were cruelty-free, which was really important to me.
Yeah.
I wanted to be cruelty-free. And we were sheep farmers for a while. And we also had chickens at one stage. Chickens, flippin' psychopaths, all of them.
Oh, they are insane.
They are totally insane. In fact, henocidal. So, and then we had sheep. And when I started being a farmer's wife to a sheep farmer, I had lots of sort of very emotional attitudes towards them. And I made him promise that we wouldn't eat them, that we would sell them to market as yearlings. So they go off, and if somebody else wants to send them for food, we didn't have to know about it. I could just imagine that they went off to have happy, lovely lives. And we had rare breed sheep, and we looked after them very, very well. And it was cruelty-free. Okay, so we did that for 3 or 4 months. And after 3 or 4 months of watching these creatures do their best to die, I was happy to carve them up myself. Standing in a snowy field, asking a sheep, you rescue a sheep from a mud patch, right? And you're like, okay, so these sheep have got to get out of this field. So we're trying to move the sheep, and they're all bailing like lemmings into the mud and getting stuck. They're all on their back, with all 4 feet in the air. And you're like, you're a stupid muppet, aren't you? I'm like, okay, come on then, let's get you out. So we haul a sheep out of the mud, and you turn around to get the next sheep, and the sheep that you've just hauled out of the mud goes, prance, flomp. Right? Why in the heck? They will do anything to die. Horn sheep and fences. They tangle their horns in the fence, and then they fight the fence until they die, which is a different form of fencing to what humans do.
Yeah.
Less weapons, more death.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Terrible, isn't it?
That's 5 years of my life I can't get back. Anyway, I eat lamb now.
Good to know. I have no issues offering a cheeky late night kebab on the way back from a gig at some point.
Prefer the chicken ones.
Yeah, I do, to be fair. But sometimes it's just got to be a proper doner kebab.
You'll have to let me know when those times are. I have a chocolate shell.
You do?
I feel somewhat blessed.
You are very blessed, dear. More than most, one might say.
Oh, for God's sake, Abby.
Side eye over the teacup. That was like weapons grade look there.
It was. I'd like almost used the mother one.
I know.
Almost.
I know you're just like mere degrees away from the mother look.
It did work. I mean, I hardly ever raised my voice to my children. All I had to do to quell poor behavior was like, really? And they were like, no, Mummy, sorry. And I don't know why I never raised my hand to them. But they knew mother's displeasure meant nothing good's going to happen.
Yeah.
There will be no treats. There will be no cuddles. I will withdraw all approval. But all it would take is, I'd say to them, what were you thinking when you did that? Genuine inquiry. And they would tell me, and I would go, So one of my children used to destroy things. I'd come downstairs and a watch was just destroyed in bits. Hammer, screwdriver, pair of scissors. I'm like, the lengths I went to hide things, tools, scissors. I stopped doing it after a while because she would create little structures of furniture to climb and get things off top shelves. So I would leave it accessible, but say to her, if you want to use this, you have to ask me. So she would stop climbing and putting herself at risk. And she was cool with it. And I was cool with it. Like, you want to cook something? Fine. Don't use that knife. Use this knife. If you put your finger on the knife, it will cut you. You realize this. You know, they got cut maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
And they learned how to use a knife. I'm talking sort of a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, but even when they were 3 or 4, they were cooking. They could cook a scrambled egg or whatever. But my middle one she would just take things apart. And if I had been at my mother's age, I would have seen that as naughtiness. And she cost us an awful lot of money.
Oh, I bet.
But I would say to her, what did you do that for? What were you thinking when you did that? She's like, well, you know, this is a vacuum cleaner and you push it on the carpet and things go up, but things don't usually go up. So I wanted to know why they went up. And I would be like, couldn't you just ask me? It's like, you see, there's an invention that was made before you were born. We call it Google. Okay. And if you want to know how something works, because chances are I won't, we can look it up on Google and they will show us pictures of how it works. What you don't need to do is destroy every appliance I own in order to discover its workings. Just saying. That's why I look like this.
I'm saying nothing at this point because, you know, it would just be gratuitous compliments as always, you know?
Yeah. I had to put my eye cream on this morning underneath the many layers that make me look acceptable for public viewing. Popping my eye, and I was like, I like wrinkles.
You have embraced the wrinkle.
Yeah, but you know, when I was a lot younger, I didn't like my face. And I mean, I have been told by some people
I was going to say,
that it wasn't.
There was reason for that, though, wasn't there? You know, it was very much, you had that instilled in you.
Oh, yes, nothing about me was acceptable.
You know, and which in itself is totally unacceptable, that people would do that. You know, decent people do not treat other people like that, speak to people like that, gives them that sort of a complex, whatever. You know, I had it grown up to a lesser degree.
Maybe you just needed more practice with your makeup.
Well, to be fair, you know, there was no practice for the makeup until my mid-40s, really.
Yes, we have very different experiences.
We do have a world of different experiences.
I mean, when I was very young, I used to use chalk. You know, we had coloured chalks to use on our little blackboards, and I would put chalk on my eyes and try and But as you know, when I was in my 40s, I had a diabetic coma and I got face blindness.
Yeah.
Prosopagnosia, it's got a proper name. And it was the strangest of experiences. Apparently it does happen to some stroke victims as well, that they become unconscious and they can see and recognize faces, and then they wake up and they can't. So I don't recognize faces, and I don't actually remember what I look like at all right now. And then I see my face and there's a familiarity to it, but I don't remember it. It's almost like if I was to tell you my phone number and you go, oh yeah, I've seen that on my phone. But then if you try and phone it, you can't remember it.
Yeah.
It's that same sensation. Like, it's in there somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I'm like that with faces. And it was a huge blessing because I have to really look at people and remember facts about their faces so that I can identify them. And as you've seen me sometimes wait for somebody to speak before I try and work out whether I know them or not.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to be nice to everyone in case they're my friend.
Yeah. and quite often you will give me that little whisper.
Oh, who's that? Yeah, I know. But of course, we meet so many people and they're all in the same sort of environment.
Yeah, same environment. And sometimes there is a lot of similarity with some of the people we meet on a regular basis.
Yes. I used to have a team reporting to me. And in my team, there were 2 gentlemen One was from Nigeria and one was from Ghana. So they're the same kind of region of Africa. So they have a similar skin tone. When I say similar, I mean exactly the same. And they both had their hair exactly the same. And features from people in Africa are hereditarily, got that right, and genetically obviously similar. So their presentation to me was exactly the same.
Yeah.
And it sounds so horribly racist. And you cannot have someone with the South African accent unable to distinguish between two distinctly different people.
No.
Just saying.
No.
So my team was the best team for wearing name badges in the entire trust. I insisted on it. If you're not wearing a name badge, do not come into
You are not allowed on my team.
And it's just because I really didn't want to be outed that I could not tell them apart in any way.
Yeah. That is the way of it.
But I also can't tell apart two 30-year-old white, brunette, slim men.
Yeah.
Can't tell them apart unless I know facts about them.
Yeah.
Like I know that guy has brown eyes, that guy does not.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
One day you'll actually see me and go, "Oh, hi, Abby," rather than trying to think of it.
I know exactly who you are because of the hair. No one has hair like that.
Yeah.
Should we recharge a teapot?
I think we should, darling.
Yes.
Let's do so.
Okay.
So, yes, we shall disappear for a few minutes.
Yes.
Although you won't notice, obviously,
No,
because we're going to stop filming and then seamlessly edit it all back together where we're back at the table with our next pot of tea. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay. Bye for now.
Hello.
Hi.
So we're under pressure.
We are under pressure.
Right. Under pressure. Did you take the tea strainer away with you? Under pressure. She took the tea strainer. Now we cannot have tea and we are sad.
It's there. It was there all along.
Oh, you're such a liar. You're such a liar. Dun, dun, dun. Guess what parody I'm doing next? Sorry, Neil.
Love it.
Anyway.
Anywho.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, dear, shall we?
Shall we? Let's do it. I meant to check my lippy and I forgot. Is it terrible? Do we need to stop?
Let me check. It looks fine, dear.
This is not. This one is not snog-proof. So
I'm glad you warned me.
I have pepper spray.
You warn me before you get the pepper spray out so I can get a kebab or something to enjoy it with.
When I said that on stage the other day, you said you like it spicy.
Yeah.
I said, I know it's in your psych notes. It's just so mean. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's part of our special charm, is how mean people see us be to each other on stage and afterwards tell us how much they love our chemistry.
Chemistry. It's acid. Pure acid.
Fueled by bile and spite. And a deep love of each other, even.
Well, obviously. I sort of like our ending that we're doing, because our ending of our double act was a bit lumpy, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was so much nicer.
It was nicer, because I say, that's it, I'm leaving. And then I come back and I say, you come in? And you go, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But it was funny. I was when I was doing episode 9 yesterday, going through it, I remembered something we haven't done since we talked about doing it. And that was the pronouns at the start.
Oh, yes, I remembered that afterwards as well. We have to work that in.
Yes, we do. We just start up after the initial part. Mm-hmm. Cookie, my dear.
Yes, darling?
Would you like a lovely biscuit?
It is a big squashy.
It is a very big squashy cookie indeed.
Mm. Yes, smells very nice. And we're not telling Luna.
Keep that one under wraps.
She does love a cookie. But of course, it is chocolatey. She's not allowed.
Particularly good cookie. Right. Cheers, Mara.
Cheers.
Onwards to cup number 3.
Only 6 to go.
Well, all much needed today now to fuel me through. The only thing is now, they're going to have to make do with me as I am. Because I'm going to literally have to get in the car.
You're not fine.
Drive straight down to Chippenham. I'm not dressed for getting up and doing comedy, but I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I haven't gone to my usual levels. And it's funny, I nearly put a blue dress on with rainbow colour hearts all over it this morning. And I just held it up and I thought, no, that's not today's dress.
These are the mummy cookies, I'm sorry.
But, yeah, it's just the way it works. But yeah, my makeup's not too terrible. I'll be fine. I haven't got my gig bag with me.
For clarity, dear listener, in the time that it took for us to recharge a teapot, Gaggy?
Oh
my God. Abby has agreed. Gaggy is just all of those 3 words put together as one. It's efficient, really. I mean,
very efficient.
Unintelligible, obviously.
Of course.
Isn't it amazing how I can say unintelligible, but I can't say
you can say
Abby
a 3-letter name.
Well, Abby's agreed to do a gig that is not local. That is at least 2 hours away.
It's about 2 hours away.
If the traffic gods are blessing you.
2 hours away. It's for Chippenham Pride.
Yeah.
And it's funny, actually. I was thinking about this on the way here. We talked briefly about it on Wednesday on the way home from Newport. And the fact that today was Pride Cymru, or as I will always call it, Cardiff Pride.
Yes.
And I, caveat here, I love Pride events. I love anything that raises awareness and spreads love and understanding and support and everything else that is so, so, so important. But also in the back of my mind, in fact, I've talked to people in the past and they're like, oh, it's very corporate. It's more like a gig. It's this, that, and the, it's a mini festival. And yeah, things should be celebrated. They have the big march. They have the big protesty, chanty, placardy march and everything. And that's great. That's so important. I could have probably gone with about 3 or 4 different groups today if I wanted to. And the last 3 or 4 years, I've been involved in organising the company I work for to sponsor it, to organising people for the march. By the way, it's like herding cats
no way.
With ADHD. Who'd have guessed it?
On caffeine.
Yeah, and all the drugs, basically. None of the ones that work properly, but just all the drugs. And it can be crazy. It's exhausting, rewarding, but exhausting. And recently I've stepped back from things like that. But I am fully, on the other side, I'm so fully supporting like independent local Pride events. So when this came up today, Will Hodgson just posted saying, I need someone for a 10 who can do it. Of course I'm going to do it. I worked with Will a couple of times at his gigs in Chippenham. Wonderful guy. Always a lovely room, lovely venue, everything. And of course I want to go and do a bit because the grassroots events for me are so important. I'm next month I'll be in Pontypridd for RCT Pride, where I'm part of the hosting team. So I'll be co-hosting all afternoon, I think. Possibly. I'm not entirely sure. But I'll be hosting on the main stage there, which will be great fun. Hopefully, due to relationship with Pride of the Port, when theirs comes up in September, hoping I'm going to be involved in that again, because that was a whole lot of fun last year. So I'm all about doing these more independent, local, grassroots Pride events, because I think it's all well and good having this massive spectacular and everything and having all these big name acts and whatever. But at the heart of it, what you really want to do is just have thousands of people in an area getting on with each other and no hate, no trouble, no kicking off about anything. Just thousands of people there for a common cause and people showing support, being supported, everything else, and bringing communities together.
Yeah.
And that's the big part of it. People could argue, World Cup's on at the moment. All the pubs locally are full of people enjoying the football. Yeah, but they're not together. They're shouting at a telly or getting drunk or whatever. It does bring people together to a degree.
Bring people together because they are identifying as supporters of a team, and that's very unifying. The thing is that as a straight person, who's sort of, and my brother was gay, so it's not like I don't care because I really did. I wanted him to be happy and healthy and feel comfortable within his own skin. And that's not something he was really managing to do for most of his adult life.
Yeah.
But I sort of felt like his sexuality was completely irrelevant to me. I didn't think of him in sexual terms, and I wasn't comfortable with the idea that he would think of me, beg pardon. Hiccup. Hiccup? A biological misfunction on film? The indignity.
I'm not going to edit to that, right?
No, that's so mean. But, right, so my brother, he once said to me, he's got this new job and he's a manager. And he said to me he was wondering whether he needs to come out to them. And he was quite a dramatic person, not to fulfill a stereotype or anything, but he did love a bit of drama. He was a total diva. And he said to me, I don't know whether I should come out to them. Don't know whether. He wasn't very camp at all, but he was like, I don't know if that's the right thing to do. And I said to him, okay, let's put me in your role. He goes, okay. I said, do you think I would call a staff meeting and say, guys, I need to tell you something? And they would go, I say, I do like a bit of sex. And when I'm having that sex, the person I like to have it with has got to be male. And this is a very intimate part of my life I'm sharing with you. I hope you don't judge me for it. But I do like men. Okay? Are we all cool with that? Great. And we were laughing at the idea that I might have to do that.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the news percolated through the company at some point, and it became clear to everybody that he was gay. Nobody had a problem with it. I thought I was ever so wise. He went on with his professional life, and it was fine. Okay. And I thought I had it down. I thought I understood everything about it. And then I was performing for Full Spectrum. Full Spectrum is a Merthyr-based art community, and they have events every so often. And in this particular event, which was organised by Gareth Smiles, he calls himself, and he does, and Faith Buckley. Faith Buckley is a poet. I think she's got a couple of anthologies out there, and she's got she stood and performed one of her pieces of work, which is Why Do We Need Pride? So I was very comfortable in my view. I'm very accepting of people. I really think that people should be allowed to do whatever they want to do. I'm not interested in the shape of their genitalia, and whoever they want to sleep with is fine by me as long as it's consenting adults. Don't have a problem with any of it. And a lot of people will say that, and they say, but don't shove it down my throat, which I think is impolite to shove things down people's throats anyway.
You've got to ask first, right?
Well, and there's got to be dinner. More than 20 quid off the menu. Otherwise, I ain't doing it. That's a joke. That's a joke. Oh, my God. Anyway.
Enough people have seen you perform that joke live.
I know it's outrageous, isn't it?
I love it. It's one of my
And
favourites.
it's one of the very few parts of my set which is just not true. So anyway, a lot of people at this point would say, well, that's fine. I don't mind if you're gay, but I don't shove it down my throat. And I'm usually like, I don't mind if you're Christian.
Yeah.
But also don't shove it down my throat. I don't like things shoved down my throat. Christianity.
Yeah. Anything. I think...
But, sorry.
No.
Sorry. I was sitting in this performance space and Faith was reading her poem, which was Why Do We Still Need Pride? We totally need it.
Yeah.
I have never been as moved by poetry as I was in that moment where she described what it is like to be young and vulnerable and gay. And I don't think she is. But the compassion that she has and the way she was able to translate that experience into something, we should all read that. We should absolutely understand why we still need pride, because it's about people's experience within their own skin.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot about being in my skin, which I don't like, as you know. I don't like pigeonholing myself into a sort of disabled bracket or fat lady bracket or even traumatized as a child bracket. These are things that we carry with us in our lives, and they have sometimes good impacts and sometimes truly horrible impacts. But I am the person I am because of those things. I have more compassion because of those things, but I don't know what it's like to be gay.
Exactly. And, we had the That's Not Comedy episode.
Yeah, we did. I just went, well, that wasn't funny.
even though when we actually released the episode, I had edited that whole chunk out, so you're probably wondering what the hell had happened. But that in itself was a 20-minute...
She's such a bitch.
20-minute off the rails thing. But it's so true. I basically reeled off a whole load of things that this, that, and the other do not define me in the same way you just have there, in a slightly different way. And those things do not define us, but they make us who we are. Yes. Our experiences, everything that happens. I'm a great one for saying everything happens for a reason. I expand on that a lot and say everything happens at the right time for the right reason in the right way, because that's how it's supposed to be. In my eyes, things may have happened in our past that were bad. Things may have happened we don't understand. Whatever situation it may have been. But it also makes us who we are today. When we look back at those, no matter how difficult or traumatic or horrible those things were, all those things have actually brought us to exactly where we are right now. And...
How dare you?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I have shaken my puny fists at the heavens time and again, going, what the hell were you thinking? For God's sake, fine. Tell me the lesson I'm supposed to learn. I'll flippin' well learn it, and then we can move on.
And for clarity, that's just in the last 9 or 10 months since we've been working together.
God's sake. It's been a ride.
Yes.
Anyway.
Here we are. I think we should go in for another cup.
Chug it. Oh, God, she's got no manners. Sorry, Mother. I really do think that I need to aspire to a better tea strainer. I love the tea.
Right. Do not even go looking for one.
No.
I am going to find one. I'm going to find something fitting of our station.
Okay.
Oh, did I not water enough on this?
Oh, look at you. You know what we've got to do now, don't you?
What's that?
Got to have to read the tea leaves.
Okay.
I mean, there'll probably be some in the bottom. We'll read those.
I would have thought so.
I'm no expert.
I have no idea.
But I do
that's
love
what
the
will
little
make this.
Structure.
It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I gave it a little shake because I didn't want it to look like a Mr. Hanky in the bottom. Pop culture reference, everyone to understand. Are you aware of South Park?
Yes. They're the writers of Book of Mormon.
Yes, indeed.
Which, by the way, no one is old enough to see.
I know, right?
But
I haven't seen
so
it,
funny.
but
It's excellent.
One
It's
day.
excellent.
Maybe that'll be a Savage's Road trip one day.
Maybe.
Should do that.
Yes.
We'll add it to the list.
Sugar?
Honey?
Would you like a lump?
Oh, I'd love a lump. Thank you, dear.
I'm so good at this now.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, it's the artistry of it.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Something about watching the tea infuse into... I don't know, I'm talking crap there, aren't I?
We're not neurodivergent.
Not in the slightest. So there's a character on there who first came up on one of the Christmas episodes called Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. And he's this little turd with eyes and a mouth and a Christmas hat.
They're not on drugs.
Not in the slightest.
My God. It's come to this.
It has.
Highbrow entertainment. I mean, I do know some memes from South Park, obviously. Oh my God, they killed Kenny.
Yeah.
Which I quite like as an utterance.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably all.
Yeah, I was quite obsessed with it for the first couple of series. I thought it was amazing. And then I kind of got bored and went off it. Like I often do with things that become too popular.
Yeah, I like
always
satire, though. And I think that they were quite satirical, weren't they?
Oh, in fairness, there's been a few episodes that have gone a bit viral and people have gone, oh, you've got to see this one sort of later on. The Lord of the Rings episode was hilarious. It was so funny and so wrong. And there's a couple of others as well. The movie, however, not a fan. No. Some things do not warrant being turned into a movie. They should stay as the sort of 25 minute, what you see is what you get. Higher impact for me. Dragging it out into a movie is a little bit tedious, I think. But that's my opinion. And everyone's entitled to my own opinion.
Are you saying there's not going to be a Savages movie?
So, well, bear in mind, I'm talking about little things that go on telly that are like 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Whereas we go on for hours.
We could not possibly sit here, do 25 minutes and go, right, bye.
No, I struggled to. And now we've done hour-long shows. I did my hour-long show and thought that wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
I could have gone on.
We both come off going,
I have so much more to offer.
So much more in the tank. And in my case, certainly I came off thinking, oh, look at, I've got so many little bits. Yet still hits an hour. And it was like, wow, proof of concept, as we often say.
Yes, proof of concept. And it does mean, obviously, that we're going to be booking work in progress shows and that sort of thing. Because
watch this space.
We have to go to Edinburgh next year. Obviously.
We do.
And we have to, we're going to have to create the Edinburgh Fund.
We will.
Because people charge £4,000 for you to sleep in their garage.
Yes, we will totally work all that out and find a way. Totally find a way, because we have to do that. We have to bring this to the masses, people.
We need to inflict this on the world.
We hate you all so much that we are going to make you.
We're so sorry.
We love you all dearly.
We're sorry, but we feel very driven to do this. And we will be driven to Edinburgh, obviously.
Yeah, probably by me, to be fair.
Yeah, not the limo driver.
Because we won't have a limo driver by then.
No.
If I'm honest.
No, or even the white gloves. Probably not even the hat.
I might be able to get a hat off someone.
I mean, I do have hats, but none of them will be a limo driver hat. And it does feel like overkill to not have a limo, but have a limo driver hat.
Yeah.
I mean, having a limo driver, obviously, is just supporting the local economy.
Absolutely. And I think that's at the forefront with us, is how will our fame and wealth support the local economy.
That we totally have.
And that we will totally have. that will totally be ours one day.
Maybe one day. Did you buy a lottery ticket?
Didn't, but unfortunately, there has been a knockback to our plans. I didn't get the call at 5:30 yesterday from the radio station I listened to saying I've won 750,000.
The admin is shocking.
I'm not happy.
No,
Not happy
complain.
about that.
Complain for me.
I don't know how they can get my phone number wrong again.
It's
not like I didn't enter by sending them a text.
So they have the details and still could not be asked to call.
Mm.
Well, you know what I hate is it's the disrespect.
It is.
I find that really hard to cope with.
And as we often say in many situations with much indignation, don't they know who we are?
Sometimes they don't, darling.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah, sometimes they don't.
But one day.
Their ignorance is not our concern. We will educate them.
And it is no excuse.
Yes, and all donations gratefully received.
We are still, fully committed to being sponsored for this by. We have a list. Don't we
do. There's the dresses, Dolly and Dottie.
Dolly and Dottie. Well, yes, that's actually that is actually from Hell Bunny.
Is it?
It is a Hell Bunny.
I have one with the exact same fabric that looks very similar, but it is a Dolly and Dottie one.
Yeah. So that one was Hell Bunny. Love Hell Bunny.
It does. The name does suit me better.
And I kind of
just say.
Yeah. But yeah, they've done a recent crossover with Care Bears. So Hell Bunny dresses with Care Bears on. Okay,
so Care Bunnies and Hell Bears.
Possibly, yes. Yes.
I like it.
For Hell Cares.
Bear bunnies? I mean, aren't bunnies usually bear? They don't wear a lot of
a fairy. I mean,
Peter Rabbit does wear clothes.
But as most people, or many people, observe in comedy and everything else, the vast majority of dressed cartoon and comic animal characters are always naked from the waist down. It's
just because it's really hard to buy trousers for rabbits.
Yeah, I suppose it's getting trousers with a nice cutout for the tail, really, isn't it?
Yes, and that fit the hips.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy.
And I suppose the thighs are a lot larger.
Smaller thighs. Not the larger thighs. Smaller thighs.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's too much blood in my tea system.
It was so funny last night when we were punning.
Yes.
Oh, because about 10 minutes after, I thought, perfect. If I hadn't said, let's call it a draw, 10 minutes later, then I was like,
were you impressed with that? I had a kind of epiphany.
Yes.
I like that one because that was a 2-for-1.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a couple where we managed to get twofers in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did great.
Yeah.
But I did accept tie first place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solely because I didn't want to fight anymore.
I could tell. And,
made it official.
Yeah. And it proves how clever we are. We could be brain sturgeons.
We could be. We did have a whale of a time. Not strictly fish speaking, but
aquatic mammals, that's fine.
Yes. Yes. I feel like it. Yeah, we should encompass any fish puns should be allowed to encompass marine.
Well, marine life, I believe.
I'm not sure that every form of marine life. I mean, I think seals would be utterly taking the mick.
But yeah, and it also proves how clever and quick-witted we are in all manner of situations, and it just shows that people really, really wouldn't want to make an enemy of us.
I'm not clever in all situations. Well, I did.
Nor I, to be honest.
A few weeks ago. Sorry. It's a quick mum break.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, right. So here's a confession I haven't made to anybody before.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone.
I promise.
So, I've been having some interviews, and you know that these have not always been easy.
Mm.
Okay. And I'm very, very broke. Okay. So, after the interview the other day, I was waiting to collect the screenager, and I had about 40 minutes. What am I going to do? I'm going to treat myself. So I'm like counting the pennies. I'm like, okay, I have enough pennies for a Costa. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So I went to the Costa and I was like, So I did the thing where you check the blood sugar. Blood sugar's in my boots. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have some sort of sustenance. So I did. I was looking through all the treats. I'm like, £4, £3, £6 for that. No, I ain't doing it. So I ended up buying a little bag of cookies, and a coffee. This came to like £7, by the way.
Mm.
I was like, I felt assaulted. So I went and I sat down. There's nowhere to sit. Okay, so I sat at a little table and I sat down. They brought my coffee over because they're sweet like that. And then somebody else came in and he was looking around and he couldn't see anywhere. And he said, do you mind if I join you? And I said, no, that's fine. Because I'm nice. Right? And I'm polite.
Yeah.
And I had my little bag of cookies and I had my drink. I sat down. I moved everything up so he could sit down as well. And he sat down. And I was looking at my phone, my coffee, took a cookie. And he took a cookie. My cookies.
I'm waiting for the end of the story because I think I know where it's going.
And he took a cookie. And I was outraged. But I thought, no, maybe he's hungry. But if I let him take my cookies, he might think that I'm accepting of this. What if this is a form of intimacy that I was not expecting? Like, what message am I giving this person by not protesting? And I sort of wanted to say, excuse me, that was my cookie. But then I saw the headlines, Fat Lady Defends Calorific Snack. And I was like, it's just a cookie. He doesn't know I'm broke. I don't want to be the sort of person that won't share their biscuits. So I ate another cookie. And then he ate another cookie. And I was like, what the hell? There's only 5 in the bag. But I thought, I'm not going to fight these cookies. He obviously needs them. Right? And the tears were pricking the back of my eyes. Because £7. So I drank the rest of my coffee and I got up and I swept out of there. I was like, I'm not fighting for biscuits. Better than that. And if he wants the cookies, he can put the bag in the bin. And I got in my car and I opened my bag. And there was a full bag of biscuits in my bag. I ate his cookies and I blamed him for it. And I got out of my car and I went back in and he'd gone. I'm so sorry. I have told nobody about this because I'm so embarrassed.
And now you have told our entire viewership.
What an idiot.
Do you care for a fudge?
Thank you.
They're very lovely.
Purposefully shared snack.
Cheers.
Thank you. So anyway, turns out I'm a thief.
I've heard variations of that story so many times from so many people.
Really? It's not just me.
Not just
Oh,
you.
thank God. I'm still very sad, though.
It's not just you being a confection larceny.
Bitchy larceny. Oh, it's so bad. Hello, puppy.
Talking of which, since we've oversnacked today, I am going to leave you with the Craig would be disgusted, unbranded.
What?
I don't care, because they're actually every bit as nice.
Generic knobs.
Indeed.
I mean, I've always said I'm particular. We'll find out if these are acceptable.
They are. For the record, I have had one or two in my time.
Oh, and biscuits too.
And the biscuits are nice too, yes.
I'm glad we clarified.
Of course. We must have clarity. It is important for us, as we know.
As we know and accept. Oh my God.
So you know what? I have no idea how much we have on today.
It is, however, 20 to 12.
It is 20 to 12.
And we do have duties
we have the
and obligations.
You have lunar walking duties to take care of.
Yes, I also have large amounts of admin to do. And somebody is going to have to iron everything we've carefully put out on the line.
Mm.
I mean, I am obviously a domestic goddess.
You are. Just generally goddess-like.
You know, when we get the limo guy, can we get the ironing guy as well? I mean, neither of us mind if the limo guy is a limo he guy or she guy or anything else.
Yeah.
This is not a gendered.
The term guy completely ungendered.
Completely ungendered. Delighted to accept applications.
But maybe they could, do limo duties and ironing duties.
That's ridiculous.
Or do we want to employ more people?
Listen, you and I are a lot to cope with, let's face it. There's going to have to be a full staff.
There will have to be a full staff at all times.
An on-call psychiatrist.
And possibly referees.
Yes, and line staff as well.
Yeah. Just to see if there's anything that the referee has missed.
Yes.
Any transgressions that we may have.
Any transgressions, yes. And obviously also separate staff to deal with the screenager.
Absolutely. She should have her own staff and wing, possibly.
That goes without saying.
Yeah, obviously.
She's loud.
Yeah.
And she has privacy requirements that cannot be met in any other way. And obviously we both need our own wing as well.
Yeah.
And there should probably be a guest wing. So what we need is a castle.
Pretty much. With
obviously the crenellations.
Yeah. Or a really, really good manor house.
It'd have to be spectacular. I mean, I want an orangery in the middle.
One day, when you're down my neck of the woods and we're not racing off somewhere for a gig, I will take you for a little drive to the most spectacular, one of the tiny little villages by me, one of the most spectacular buildings I've ever seen.
So what do you see in that?
Definitely see stuff. Bit of a mess. Mine's seriously lacking, if I'm honest with you.
I don't know. There's little paw prints up the side.
Oh, it could be. Let's have another look. So,
sorry.
That's okay. That's fine.
Brutally attacked you.
You did. It was vicious and brutal.
Unbridled rage.
With the wrong way up? I don't know. Actually, it's that way up. And what we have there is the path down through the Orangery to Savage Towers. I believe that's what I see there.
I believe on a moderate amount of mind-altering drugs that actually would be,
Yeah.
Anyway.
What does it say about me that we haven't taken any mind-altering drugs?
That your mind is already altered. And that's just how it is.
Maybe the mind-altering drugs would ring me in a little bit.
That would be a travesty.
That also will not be one of our special episodes.
No, we do not believe in the imbibement, if that even is a word. What's my name? Where am I?
Imbibification.
Imbibery of mind-altering drugs that have not been prescribed by 2 medical professionals and a referee.
Yeah, definitely. Totally lost my train of thought on that one as well.
Was it something about let's say goodbye because we've got stuff to do?
I think we should. I think we really should, because we do indeed have stuff to do. We've got the obligatory clean-up duties.
Yes, they are obligatory.
And
we can't make Luna do it because she doesn't have thumbs.
Indeed. So yeah, you've got to do the
You've got to
walking
work with
thing.
the limitations.
I've got to get in the car, get myself down to Chippenham by 3 o'clock to
2 o'clock, darling.
3.
Oh, that's right then. 2-hour drive, 3 o'clock.
I messaged him and said 2 might be pushing it. He said, "Can you get here by 3?" I said, "Of course."
Yeah, totally.
So that gives me leeway.
Yes.
Or in fact, time to stop off for a comfort break if I really need to, which I will make sure I do before leaving here, just to give myself maximum time.
Yes, adequately caffeinate, darling.
I will, of course. I will.
So with that...
Well, with that, it has been utterly wonderful.
I don't know why.
Why not?
Tongue us out, darling. Too much.
Okay.
Only 2.
Yeah.
There you go. See?
Much better. Impactful.
Impactful, dignified.
Leaves them wanting more.
I'm not sure
Possibly.
It really does, actually. But we should move on before we consider that far too much.
Well, that was it. Episode number 10, people.
Get us!
It was wonderful. Get us.
So in demand.
We are. So in demand. And of course, we will be in demand in Bristol next Friday.
Yes, we will.
Very much looking forward to that.
Yes.
And until then, she's been Ava.
She's been happy.
And we are absolute savages.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.